Welcome to another episode of NFT Reviews for Reviews, and today I want to talk to you about a project called Gakko Verse. And what they aspire to be is a community-oriented meta franchise, escaping old-fashioned world and driving culture with no limits. And as you have been watching my videos, I'm a sucker for really good websites. And when I first came across their website, I just thought that, hey, I gotta do a video on this. So without further ado, let's jump into the website. So the whole website is very gamified. So this is the website, Gakko.io. Press to activate. So you click on this, boom, you have 3D animation, and then you enter into the spaceship hub, okay? And then it shows you like a crew, which is basically the team. And then when you click on it, it goes to like a really nice website about you can already see the preview of the art. So this is kind of like a similar to CloneX art 3D avatar profile picture project. But if you look at the team, you'll see that they have a lot of experience in the past working with maybe music videos or some sort of production as well. But this is a team. So after looking at the crew, which is basically the team, you can look at Gakko Verse, which is talking about the project, manifesto, and lore. I won't go into detail in this, but I do want to show you the trailer and the quality of the team, okay? So they're trying to build a brand owned by the community that drives culture with no limits, scroll down to define the future. And then when you scroll down, shows you the manifesto and the lore. But here you can watch the trailer if you click on it. As you can see, the team have a very strong 3D capability, and if you go back, it's also being shown when you see all these transitions on the website, and these are the attention of detail, right? So you can join the pre-mint right now for a chance to win the whitelist. You can follow them on Twitter and join them on Discord. But one of the really cool thing is that if you click on Gakkonians, which is the avatars, right? Show you the avatars, right? And then they're the interplanetary space travelers with a different set of skills roll aboard the home they call Gakko, right? Coming from the underground advanced civilization together, they're ready to escape the boundaries of the old-fashioned world. So the cool thing is that you can hover this to see different type of traits, right? And then you can hover to see different type of eyes, right? Same for this, hover to change the vest. So I just think that this is a really high quality website, and I think you have to go to PC version in order to experience it. And then they have a space guide, and if you click on this, it basically goes to the world map, which I open here as well. And then it talks about the platform. What are they trying to do? They're trying to do an interactive storytelling platform where Gakko will augment the user's experience by creating a premier product by combining loyalty rewards or activity rewards with storytelling narrative. And then platform mechanism, you can connect your NFTs, enter immersive game, and this game will have multiple seasons, okay? And you can take part in endless self-evolving adventure and influence the shape Gakko's story via different interactive channels. And each holder get access to the chapter tailored to their NFT. So each chapter consists of storylines and prizes for holder. When sticking, you have a storyline dedicated to your NFT character, and you can choose multiple options on how the story can unfold, earn more points, and spend them on Gakko rewards and utility. So this is the platform, and then the next one is utility. And Gakko utility, they will come with two elements, which is a loot box and a stamp. So NFT rank increases the commensurate with the staking time. So depending on your rank, and like I think the staking, you can stake for a period of time to earn different ranks, and you can claim more as the ranks goes up. So some of the loot boxes will come up with customizable bot NFT, custom traits, access to partner utility, physical merge, access to closed channel, private investment opportunity networking, premium ticket to in real life events. And then this is the utility, and then they have the brand, and there's this thing that's unexplored, right? So what they're trying to do is very similar to CloneX, where you have the full high 3D model for NFT with full IP rights. So in the end, I guess you can download it, use it in the virtual world and stuff like that. And they're trying to build something called a Gakko Labs, design creative solution studio services with different type of abilities to probably support Web 2 and Web 3 companies. And then they're trying to build a media franchise. So I think really nice website, but if you really want to go deep into this, what you can do is to go to the link that they share. They do have a document about the project, okay? And if you go to this document, we have a better idea of the roadmap and stuff like that. So they're trying to build a Web3 franchise with a strong, lasting legacy by enhancing storytelling. Okay, so it's a very storytelling-driven experience with a collaborative job on-chain verification and metaverse escape room games. So they think that right now Web2 brands are not doing enough storytelling, and then they're gonna change the whole concept of storytelling and incorporate blockchain technology. The solution of this is that what they'll do is that they want to build a brand with the Gakko Verse, and then they'll be able to loop in with Web3 projects to gamify using the platform and unify utility via a storytelling platform. At the same time, they could introduce Web2 brands to use their platform to attract new Web3 user, reward current user with game token prizes, and create NFT drop. This is the product, which is a gamified experience, kind of like the website. So they call the website already an MVP, but an escape game is more than a interactive website, right? So I think in terms of that aspect, there's more for us to see, or maybe they could share more in the near future, because right now we don't know the mint date, we do not know the mint price. So how does it work? Gakko, okay, the customers, actually the target customers are Web3 companies, Web2 companies, and NFT projects. And interestingly, they have a subscription-based asset. So I was wondering if this means in the future, these platforms will have to subscribe to the service in order to reach, to use this storytelling platform to do some sort of promotions. So this is the Web3 brand they want to do with the storytelling platform, the novel, gamified stake game, Gakko Season, which is a game, the escape game with different seasons, right? Animation, tokenized rewards, unified storyline, and then utility, partner utility, escape game traits and stuff like that, 3D avatar models and stuff like that. What they're trying to do is they're going to create a studio which is very like Artifact, okay? And that studio will help brands onboard Web3, onboard this whole space, right? But in order to onboard them, they want to create a gamified experience where you mint these NFT to stick these NFT to get these branded experience gamified, okay? This is my understanding of the whole thing, right? Use cases, NFT collection, brands, and stuff like that. So for example, they use this example, Disney wants to use the platform to reward user for brand loyalty. Every time a user visits Disney theme park or watches a Disney movie or series, they get tokenized rewards which they can use on Disney product, including Web3 one get free NFT drop. But I don't really understand this. Like, what does this have to do with Gakko Verse? Right? What does it have to do with the proprietary product, right? This is definitely an example of how you can use NFTs and Web3 and Web2 brands, but doesn't mean they have to use the product. So they talk about the market size and the metaverse market, and they talk about how they're gonna have a storytelling platform, escape rooms, so everything is gamified, it's gonna be immersive. So therefore, you'll have a better way of approaching these collectors. They are owning these NFTs from Gakko Verse. And they do share the main competitors are Artifact, Yuga Labs, and other storytelling NFTs, loyalty platforms. So I think this is a platform-driven NFT collection with some sort of gamification. But if you look at the core team, it's actually quite strong. We've seen that they have done a lot of stuff in the past, like art direction, CGI, and Travis Scott and things like that. So definitely, this is a team that knows what they're doing. I mean, it is a solid team. And some of them are actually dogs as well, and they have a strategy, okay, and how they're gonna sell, make money from this. And I think this is a very interesting deck that you can go through, and some of the milestones that they've done. And this is the roadmap, right? NFT drop first, storytelling platform, MVP assets for these holders, okay? And then they'll start having the season, token rewards, escape room, okay? It's our second season in collaboration with an established NFT project. So it will be interesting to see which NFT project it will be. And then it will be accessible access to the platform for non-holders, host the first festival in Europe and trades marketplace. So they're going to have their own marketplace. Hopefully they'll increase the user base to 20,000. So I think this will be a second collection. So this will be a first collection, maybe 10,000. And then you have the second collection, which will expand the user base and storytelling NFTs platform as a service. But what does it mean for the holder, right? Would that the revenue generated by the studio goes back to holder, or how does it work? And then the final one is the first collab season with Web3 brand. The long-term plan is to work with Web2 brands and onboard them to Web3 with this whole game. But this is important that they can only onboard them when they could sustain the people using the platform. So really interesting deck. Enjoyed reading it, but I do have some questions, okay? So my first question is that the project talks about metaverse escape room games and also the different type of season. Are these gonna be multiplayer experiences? Are they played cooperatively, and how would the reward system work, okay? The next one is there's a lot of emphasis on Web2 and Web3 brands. How would they synergize with each other? how would the team build the IP strong enough to attract these Web2 brands to utilize the platform? Because in the end, you're gonna reach, like, for example, let's say this is a 10,000 NFT collection, right, in the beginning. So basically you'll have 10,000 people, right? And then you expand it to 20,000. That's the mass reach that they could get, right? Is that enough? Because usually when Web2 brands do campaign, they're talking about, thousands and 100,000s and millions of people that they try to reach, right? Because they want to sell products and stuff like that. So if you are only catered to a small group of people, would that be enough, right? The third one is the project talked about metaverse, right? Okay, so where's the interoperability in that, right? We do see avatar 3D model in interoperability, but will other avatars be able to use these escape rooms, right? And how would they build this 3D environment? Are they gonna ride on an existing technology, or would this be a proprietary solution? Would this be their own platform? And if so, would this support mobile, right? Is it web-based? Do you have to download the game? And there's a lot of questions that are yet to be answered. But this is still a very early project. I just started to do this review because of the really good looking website. So that's it, guys. If you like the content, remember to like and subscribe. You think this could be helpful to other people to know about the project, remember to share with them. Hopefully we could get more views so we could get the attention of these projects and maybe do some giveaways with them in the future. So this is your host, Non-Fungible TC, signing out.